Go back and look at the history of Israel, and you would see that these Ashkenazi Jews were moved into Israel in 1948.
Meanwhile, on May 14th, 1948, the new government headed by David Ben-Gurion is installed in Tel Aviv. Thus, for the first time since the Roman legion destroyed Jerusalem in the year 70 AD, the Jewish people have a nation of their own. Thus, history was made as the Jewish state of Israel was born. Conceived in strife and weaned on violence, Israel has flourished to become a constructive voice in world affairs. Her flag became a symbol of hope.
And we black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, we are the true Jews of this Bible. The black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man belong to the nation of Israel. We are the Most High's chosen people.
I.S.U.P.K.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish.
Shalom, Port of Spain. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. We've been teaching the truth about the Bible since 1969, that the black man, the Hispanic man, and the Native Indian man belong to the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. We black people have to wake up and understand. In the Bible, it never had the religion Baptist or the religion Pentecostal or the religion First Latter-day of the Saints. It never had these religions in the Bible. What the Bible is a book of rules and laws to follow. The Most High Power never gave man a religion to follow. And get me start from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1, Baba Kusha.
Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel.
Moses with who?
With the elders of Israel.
Moses with the elders of Israel, go ahead.
Commanded the people.
Commanded who?
The people.
The people was us, black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people. All belong to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Keep all the commandments.
What he command us to do?
Keep all the commandments.
No, keep a religion.
Keep all the commandments.
No, become a Baptist.
Keep all the commandments.
No, become a full gospel.
Keep all the commandments.
No, join the church of the Latter-day Saints.
Keep all the commandments.
The Most High Power commanded the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man to keep all his commandments. Go ahead.
Which I command you this day.
Which he commanded us this day. So the day that this was said to Moses, from that day on, we should do what?
Keep all the commandments.
Continue.
Which I command you this day. And it shall be on the day which you shall pass over Jordan.
And it shall be what?
And it shall be on the day when you shall pass over Jordan.
Go ahead.
Unto the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee.
That's right. The Most High thy power gave us, the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, a special land. And that land today is what is known as the land of Israel. But today, when you look at Israel today, you see a set of white Ashkenazi Jews living in the nation of Israel. Go back and look at the history of Israel, and you would see that these Ashkenazi Jews were moved into Israel in 1948. This black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, a lot of people are not studying that the nation of Israel just formed the other day. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man understand that the true people that belong to that land, the true owners of that land, is the Jews, the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and it shall be on the day when you shall pass over Jordan unto the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee.
Go ahead.
That thou shalt set thee upon great stones.
That's right. He commanded us to set this upon great stones, to carve it in stone. Go ahead.
And plaster them with plaster.
And plaster it with plaster. Make it look nice, where all eyes could see it. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and thou shalt write upon them all the words of this law.
And thou shalt do what?
Write upon them all the words of this law.
That's right. We shall write upon this well-plastered stone wall all the words that the Lord set us and gave us in this Bible. Go ahead.
When thou art passed it over, that thou mayest go into the land which the Most High thy power giveth thee.
That's right. So this will be at the gates of the land which the Most High gave us. Go ahead.
A land that floweth with milk and honey.
A land of what?
A land that floweth with milk and honey.
No, a land in a recession.
A land that floweth with milk and honey.
No, a land that hardly have.
A land that floweth with milk and honey.
No, a land with the government collapsing.
A land that floweth with milk and honey.
That's right. The Most High power gave us a land that floweth with milk and honey. When I say the land floweth with milk and honey, it was rich in resources. The economic structure was right. It was set up right and proper in the way that the people of the land would not suffer. Go ahead.
As the Most High thy power of thy fathers had promised thee.
That's right. Just as the Most High had promised us. Salakia, give me Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 8, Baba Kusha.
Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 8. And thou shalt write upon the stones all the word of this law very plainly.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And thou shalt write upon the stones of all the words of this law very plainly.
That's right. The words, the rules, the constitution that the Most High gave us in this Bible, he commanded them at that time to write it very plainly to ensure that each and every man belonging to that nation could read and understand the laws written in this Bible. He did not give us a religion. He gave us rules and laws to guide us in this world. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Moses and the priests, the Levites, spoke unto all Israel.
That's right. Moses and the priests spoke unto who?
All Israel.
All Israel, every man, from old straight to the young, we understood that we needed to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments written in this Bible. Go ahead.
Saying, take heed and hearken, Israel, this day that thou become the people of the Most High thy power.
That's right. Read it one more time.
And Moses and the priests and the Levites spake unto all Israel, saying, take heed and hearken, O Israel.
It said, take heed and hearken. Listen and do this diligently. Go ahead.
This day that are come before the people of the Most High thy power.
That's right. And we black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, we are the true Jews of this Bible. The black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man belong to the nation of Israel. We are the Most High's chosen people. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1, Baba Kusha.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
The black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man need to understand something. That this Bible have rules and a certain order to follow. And this order was the laws, statutes, and commandments written in this book. It was to guide the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man through his life in society. And in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1, it said, if we listen to do and follow these laws diligently, go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe and to apply all the commandments in our lives, go ahead.
Which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That the Most High thy power will set thee on high.
Will do what?
Will set thee on high.
Will do what?
Will set thee on high.
Will set the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man on high. The black and Hispanic and Native Indian man, you know we just say black people royal? Well, it's written in this Bible. The black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man was to be set on high. This is written in this Bible. Your Christian pastor wouldn't tell you this. He wouldn't show you this. He wouldn't show you where black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people were royal people. Go ahead.
Above all the nations of the earth.
Above what?
Above all the nations of the earth.
No, above some.
Above all the nations of the earth.
Go back and dust off your Bible. Go back and take it off the shelf. Go back and look at these verses and understand that there was a people set above all people of this world, of this society. And that people were the Jews of the Bible.
Right.
And when you go back and trace through Deuteronomy 28, which we are going through now, you will understand that the black man, the Hispanic man, and the Native Indian man, we are the true Jews of the Bible. That's why when you look at the history of the black man, the Hispanic man, and the Native Indian man, that's why we suffer a lot of slavery and a lot of injustice all other nations made us victims, right, of their land. They come and oppress us. They leave all where it was in Europe in the early 13th and 14th century, came across in the Americas just to terrorize the Native Indians, just to terrorize the Hispanics, just to terrorize the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. And the black man, well, cruelty was dread. For years, what about years passed? Over 400 years. And the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, everybody know that the black man was criminalized in the Atlantic slave trade. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, wake up and understand. Go back in history. Go back in this Bible. This Bible is not just words. It's not just words written in a book. You understand? The Christian churches and these new religious denominations making them feel this year is nothing. But according to this book, it lines up accurately with archaeology and with history. That is why still today the Bible is a bestseller on all platforms. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man understand the wisdom of the Most High, writing it in a book. He could have put it anywhere else, but he wrote it in a book. And somehow the book, they just can't get rid of it. The more they burn it, the more they try to sideline it, the more they try to revise it. The book called the Holy Bible, the King James Version, still today is the best-selling book today. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man understand what is happening in this society. Salakia, give me Deuteronomy chapter. Go on a little more about Kusha.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee.
So the Most High is saying, if the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man should follow the rules written in this book, should follow the guidelines written in this book, what will happen?
All these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
It says, all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee. This is not magic. This is not hocus pocus. This is not some fairy dust. The black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man has something to do. He has a certain type of lifestyle to adopt, a certain type of lifestyle to live. We can't just live willy-nilly and expect to be on top, expect to be the greatest. We all know that all spheres of society, you have to put in hard work, you have to put in grind, you have to put in some type of commitment to excel in whatever particular field that you're in. And in this field, the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man needs to understand how this world works, how this society works, how the rules that govern this world works. And the black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man will experience the blessings of the Most High. Continue, Baba Kusha.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power. Verse 3. Blessed shall thou be in the city.
Blessed shall thou be what?
Blessed shall thou be in the city.
When the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man understand how this world works, blessed shall he be in the city. Now we're going to understand the economic rules of society. You're going to understand how to conduct yourself in this society so police brutality won't take you. You're going to understand how to grow up your children so we would not remain in the bottom of this society. We got to understand the rules in this Bible so that when we apply this and teach our children, they will know how to navigate through society. Nobody will care come and bribe them. Nobody will care come and solicit them in illegal activities or cause them to take drugs. But you know why? Because in the brain, in the mind, is the laws, statutes, and commandments written over thousands of years and still applicable today. Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
And blessed shall thou be in the field.
And blessed shall what?
And blessed shall thou be in the field.
And if the black man understands true economic wisdom and power, blessed shall he be in the field. This is not a mystery or some hocus pocus made up thing. The black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, all spheres of society have rules to follow. Without rules, all things fall apart. To run a car, for the car to work, you can't pour gas in the radiator and you can't pour water in the gas tank. It has rules and a manual to operate the car. And once you follow the rules, the car is going to work perfectly. But once you begin to ignore and to change and to say, you know what, this is my car, I go do what I want, I go put gas in the radiator, your whole car gonna fall apart. Black man, Hispanic man and Native Indian man understand that this society too has rules just like your car. This society has rules just like your household. This society has rules to raise your children, to conduct your household, and even if you want to run a business, it has rules to follow. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, if we truly want to rise and come up in this society and have true economic power and true military might and get true justice in this society, you have rules to follow. You have things that you need to apply. And inside this book, in the book of Deuteronomy, inside this entire book, you will find rules and little nuggets of wisdom for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man to learn and to understand.
Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?